Mount Rinjani is an active volcano. It is also the second highest volcano in Indonesia. It stands 3,726 meters above sea level. And since it is an active volcano, there's always going to be a risk in tracking the volcano. It can erupt any moment. Adjacent to the mountain, there is this massive caldera, which is partially filled with water, and it's really one of the main highlights of the mountain.
Rinjani is in the north of Lombok, Indonesia.
Lombok is located east of Bali, to be exact. It's about 15 minutes to half an hour flight from Bali over to Lombok.
The weather is pretty cold when we reached on the first day. We reached about late night and it was very, very cold. I think when we hike, we will start at a very high elevation.
Everybody have lamp? Okay? Okay. So wake up at 6 in the morning because it's very hot. Yeah, because it's open air. And you need 2.5 hours and then 1 hour more to the post one. So it was 2. After dinner you must sleep early because the guide will wake you up at 1 o'clock to prepare for summit. Okay. So check your glove and your jacket and headlamp. Okay. We going to summit for hours. Yeah, it's a struggle here because it's and you need mask because a lot of dust here. You need mask. We hope this is the summit at sunrise. Yeah, and
The Rinjani trek started off with a very nice and gentle walk along the plains, then slowly gained elevation by maybe a few steep climbs at the beginning.
At the start, right, we get to walk through the open terrain, you know, so it was hot and give a very daunting impression of a mountain.
When we were walking along the open plains, after a while, I look at some of my camera shots. I'm like, I suddenly got very tan. You get a bit of sunburn.
So that was the gentle slope and climbs, and a little bit of steepness was from post 1 and post 2. And then from post 2 onwards, 3 and 4, that's a very steep climb and can prove to be quite challenging for some people who don't train. Getting to campsite.
Yeah.
Summit push, I would say I didn't expect that kind of experience. A very tough and challenging moment for me.
For me, I feel that it's very tough because I haven't been exercising for about 2 years before I went on the trip. So I just went lah.
We're supposed to kick off at 2:30 am, but we started around 3:30 am and really start to see a lot of people slowly moving up to the summit, and we can see like a straight line of lights because people with the head torch demoralized, like because we started it, because we need to start early so that we can reach the summit before the sunrise.
Everyone has already started moving up. You can only see lines of lights.
I remember we were one of the last few groups to leave the camp because our guide was late. Yeah. So we were kind of at the back of everybody.
We actually left at 3:30, which is an hour late. I actually see a line of trail up to the summit already. So I saw many groups that were going up there, and we are probably at the end of it.
Towards the summit, it was very steep. Like the terrain was really slippery, and then the air was like getting thinner, so it was a bit harder for me to breathe. Quite torturous, basically, plus felt like I was lagging off sleep. I mean, like everybody was pushing, so it kind of gave some motivation. And then I had like Harry, Wilson, and Ben. Sometimes we will catch up each other, and then we'll rest at the same time, and then we'll just help each other. Some people like cried, like they felt like couldn't make it. Then some people puked. Yeah, quite bad. But luckily I didn't have to puke or cry. I had you guys, yeah, helped to push through.
During my rest, I see people struggling, people vomiting, people start to cry, some of them actually walk back.
I saw one lady crying. I saw like people like really thinking of giving up. Like they were just sitting in the corner, squatting there. I think they're a bit tired. So actually, when you look at them, you also feel like giving up. But yeah, we just slowly, step by step lah.
I think anybody who has climbed Rinjani would agree that the summit push would be the toughest because it's all loose volcanic ash, and the part about everyone saying you take 2 steps, you fall 1 or 2 steps back, it's kind of true.
Going up the summit, that where you take a few steps up, then you fall down again.
So you take a step up and then you slide back maybe 3/4 step, sometimes 2 steps.
Whenever I take a step, I will fall off like maybe 2 steps behind. So I have to keep pushing myself, and it's a never-ending kind of hike.
Because of the combination of the slope and texture of the volcanic ashes and the rocks, right? For every 3 steps you climb, you actually feel like you're sliding back 2 steps, and that actually makes the climb much more tougher.
Most challenging would be the summit. When I started, I was just like, okay, I cannot stop. The moment I stopped, I knew that that's it. Like, I would just take a super long break. So I just went on, just climb and climb and climb. Like, I didn't even look up. I just like looked down, like step into other people's step. Just go lah, just go. Started off around 3:30, but we still managed to catch the sunrise along the slope. If you have got legs like Mervin, then you can catch the sunrise at 3:30 am.
Okay, so I don't remember getting up there with my friends. It felt lonely because I was dying, and now they're insisting that we were with you. We saw the sunrise together before the summit. Oh, I almost died. I almost died because I almost fell off the cliff.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Oh, the one that she saved you, is it?
No, she did not save me. The guide saved her.
Oh.
Yeah. So everyone was walking, and then there was a right turn. So I didn't know to turn left or turn right because there was a big gap, and you just follow people, right? So there was a big gap, and there was nobody in front of me. So I just left or right. I just go right. Everything black ma. So I just I almost died. Then the guide went, hey, this way now. Oh, okay, then I went that way. Yeah. Then how did you all get out? I just follow your ass only. Yeah.
I felt at first I want to give up, but like, hey, come on man, you're already at this stage, so why not just push it, you know? Even though you don't manage to get the sunrise, but the main highlight is to reach the summit. Yeah, I know that I tell myself maybe I might not be able to catch the sunrise on time, but it's okay. My main highlight is to go up to the summit. You know, it's very satisfying once you reach the summit. The last part, especially the 200 to 300 meters to the summit, it was very, very challenging, and I keep swearing because like it's damn tough. It's like you see the summit just right there, but because whenever you step, you are like falling back again, keep falling. So it was very, very frustrating, and it really challenged your mentality. It's like basically physical and mental, because your mental need to be strong. Yeah, even though you're physically fit, it somehow torture your mental strength.
Yeah, the first portion is okay, but the last portion where it's all like volcanic screen and all that portion was really tough. I felt like giving up, but I know that the summit is close now, so I just pushed myself and somehow I made it there. Yeah, so toughest part is you can see the summit, but you just couldn't get there because you keep sliding down.
I clearly remember like the last 200 to 300 meters where you can see the summit, like you know it's there because everybody's like kind of celebrating. It felt never ending because the terrain there is especially loose. You just literally have to scramble your way up because you're that close.
The last stretch was like never ending. Yeah, it was like so close yet so far. So I think it took us like at least 34 minutes.
The last 200 meters, you see the mountain in front of you and it's so close, right? You can see what the people on top, on the summit are wearing. You can see almost their facial expressions. And you're walking, but just never get there. It's like the distance is the same, you know, you walk 20 steps and you're like, they move at all. So mentally it's quite crazy because your physical toil doesn't correspond with your actual progress in distance. So that's quite discouraging, especially when the sun is coming up very rapidly. But you know that you have to get there. I mean, you're already there, right? So just push long. Yeah, but still couldn't make sunrise.
But glad that we all made it up there. Yeah, it was very rewarding.
But when you get up there, the scenery was awesome lah. So it's really worth it. Yeah.
So in the end, we managed to push each other, and it was great to see all of us reach to the top. Yeah.
Some of us made it for sunrise, some didn't, but I think ultimately, we waited for everybody to go up there, and that was a really epic moment for the group. Okay, done.
got up there, everybody was waiting for us. So we were the last three lah. I know it was the last lah, because I was dying. And then I remember it was damn cold.
Yeah, then she slept.
You fell asleep?
Yeah, I
She
fell
fell
asleep.
asleep.
When I huddled with you, and then I fell asleep. You were just right beside me.
I was just, she's okay, she's just cold. I remember
Oh,
saying
then
that.
just like, hey, you okay?
Ah, yeah. Yeah, we were huddling like penguins and that was very cold. Then we needed to take the summit photo. I remember screaming, just smile faster! Take a photo, we go down! Right, we did that, right?
Yeah.
And then we all pretend to smile. So Jason, how do you feel when you were up there?
Sense of achievement, or like finally just hit up, you know.
Okay, first mountain.
No, he said not his first.
I don't think it's my first.
Then we went down.
Then we went down. And that part, I didn't bother about you.
Because it was sliding down, you're enjoying.
So, Zhenyue, Sarah were together, and then I was with the guy, and then the guy asked me to sit down. So he asked me to hold the walking stick, then he pulled me. Then Zhenyue pulled Sarah, and then we both ripped our pants, and we slide down the mountain. And the pants weren't even mine because I have zero hiking gear because I never climbed before. So I borrowed everything, and I tore the pants. I was quite proud of it.
I was like, wow, shoot, don't have to climb anymore. Yeah. For me, coming down, especially from the summit to our campsite, was really tough. Because coming up, you slide down, and it's painful as a physical toil. But when you're coming down, it's like you're going down and you are sliding down. So it's quite scary because you can never judge when you make your step where you're gonna land. It's a lot of falling down. To start off, I was really slow. I was like literally like baby stepping my way down the mountain. And then Zhenyue came to my rescue. She was like, let's go. So she grabbed me and she helped me slide down the mountain a little bit. So helped me overcome, I guess, my fear of falling off the mountain to my death. And so that was really fun, like sliding down. She also pulled me like a sled off the mountain. And lucky I was wearing 2 pairs of pants because the top layer totally shredded off my butt. But yeah, so it was fun. Like it was a tough experience, but I guess like being with friends and having her there to help me kind of made it like a very enjoyable experience. Like we made a friendship moment out of it. Yeah, which I'm very appreciative of. Yeah.
Well, looking forward to R&R. Going down is way easier than going up because you have to take advantage of the terrain. It was easy going down, you slide down, and it was fun. I mean, comparing to going up where people in front of you, then the sand get kicked in front of you. Yeah.
I felt like quite relieved actually. Like we're going down finally, like so much easier than coming up. Journey down was really fun. Yeah, for me, it was like my first experience going down so steep, but yet, as in when I saw y'all like, going down so fast, I want to be as fast as y'all. So yeah, then slowly, the slippery terrain just make use of that slipperiness to go down. So going down was really fun for me.
The view, I guess, when you come down, you can appreciate it more. Yeah, because on your way up, you're like, wow, climb, damn shiong. Then it's dark, right, for the most part. So coming down is nice. You can take a moment to see what you missed on the way up.
On the way down, some of the scree was quite slippery, so I kind of slipped a few times. I also saw some of our team members, they also slipped. But yeah, it's all good, part of the fun.
And you were nowhere to be found.
Where'd I go?
Down!
Maybe I go take photo of Ben. Then I paired up with Ben and started taking all his Coffee Meets Bagel and Instagram photos for him. That part I don't know anything.
That was Ben.
I was with Ben. Yeah, Ben, I took your photos. I don't know whether you have any use for them. And so I was like, okay, you stand there and you look that way. Okay, then I take photo of you.
When you're going down,
Yeah. Then there was a big lake.
Yeah, there was.
the crater or something like that.
Ah, yes, the crater. That was very nice. And then there were not so many people at that point. Yeah, because it was very crowded when we were going for the summit. But we need to tell everybody what's wrong with the pleading for help. She can go up. I follow her ass, but she cannot come down.
But I scared of heights, what? So
Yeah lah, probably because you know when she go down at times she can just see the whole area. That really scares her off lah.
no, okay. So the path was actually very steep, and it's like very narrow. So when we head down, I could see everything, and when I can see everything, I scared.
The way I think our group was laid out was quite spread out in terms of speed. So we have the faster people, we have the slower people, but because of the size of the group, everybody could kind of fall into a certain group. So it's not like you're hiking alone, because you don't want to have this experience alone, and you don't want to feel like you are dragging the team down, or so having someone always there with you always helps lah. So I just appreciated like having people understand that I'm new to it, and like understand that maybe I'm like slower going up, slower coming down. So I think the group was nice, that I didn't feel like I was left out at any point in time. So I think it was a good group because I felt like I was the newbie coming in, but I didn't feel out of place in any way.
Most of my friends who went to Rinjani said that it was easy. So it gave me an impression that it would be easy, but no, it's not at all. It was a lot of people, and I think the experience could be further improved, because with so many people around, it really affects the atmosphere and the mood of climbing. Because every step you take, you can see people in front of you, so you have to slow down. Either you overtake them or you slow down, you wait behind them. Oh, it was very cold at night. I remember food was delivered to our tents, and yeah, I remember cannot go out. That's what I remember. It was damn cold.
I asked you, when you reached the summit, how did you feel?
Cold, I want to get out.
That's all.
I remember when
Don't you feel that when you climb your ass off already, right? Then you feel like a sense of achievement.
I just wanted to come down because it was too cold.
Yeah, she also so cold until the point that she just wanted to sleep and rest.
When we were coming down a little bit, it was warmer. The sun was up.
Yeah.
It felt good. The sun was on your skin. Then I was alive again lah. So I'm like, I want to climb again. Let's do it. Where's the next one? When's the next one?
I think the group is just super fun. Nobody's like ever really alone during the trek, and that's what made it really fun and intimate in a sense. Because when you're hanging out with that subgroup, you literally are spending time with them, and you're bonding, and you're exchanging details. You're finding out more about each other. So that was really quite beautiful. The friendship continues beyond the mountain. Like after we came back, we continued to hang out.
Well, the group that went was they were cool though. So I had really fun time with them lah. So especially after the mountain, then we went to Bali.
I will continue to climb because Rinjani was awesome. The view, the stars, and the Milky Way, which I've never seen. I think that additional portion of not just climbing together as a bunch of strangers that barely know each other, but the R&R and the surfing and the strange Airbnb and Mimo, the dog, the puppy. We ate a lot of nasi padang and a lot of babi in Indoland. It was so good. Yeah. Flight delays, got to know Zhenyue better. We were sitting in long car rides in Bali. We looked like humans being trafficked.
Oh yeah.
Me, you and Sarah.
Yes.
And I was plucking out all of the
Sarah
other
rods,
white hair.
The group suddenly expanded because we had an intern, Sonia, and then she left and then she worked at a farm, and then she knew Sarah Rodriguez, who works at a farm, and Sarah had a buddy who plays floorball with her, who is Ben. And then Mervin had a friend, Sarah Ng, who has another friend, Jason. And then Sarah also brought her friend Min in. So yeah, everyone's from everywhere, and then suddenly we all just came together. We were definitely open to making new friends and sharing this experience together. Yeah, one thing about this kind of expeditions, adventures, going through tough times, you develop that friendship, that close friendship at the end, and then You may not see one another again until the next adventure, but your bond, your closeness is always there. It's these kind of friendships I find it very unique and special.
I think one thing cool about doing something tough, difficult, and challenging together is it really bonds you. It also accelerates how much you know the person, and that friendship that you have made up there in the mountain or in the wilderness will remain there. It's very special, and it's gonna be etched in your heart. Like you have done something tough and challenging together with these people, and to me that's just priceless. I think climbing a mountain has many benefits, and going through adversity and like figuring out how to manage those challenges, manage your own emotions, manage the group's emotions, it's something that you don't experience, like you don't do this. The most memorable moment would be the whole group up at the summit, holding on the metal plate thingy, and everybody's just smiling at the camera, although it was so cold. That was really a nice feeling. The sunshine on the faces, all smiles. We were all tired, but obviously a sense of achievement. And, once again, I'm really, really proud of the group.
So we are the Gunung Boys and Girls. It was really just everybody from walks of life and a whole bunch of boys that really can climb, so the rest of us can only keep people feel safer. So really, right? Alex would never let me go, man. Yeah, really. I wouldn't have been safe. So all in all, I guess we'll just look forward to the next one.